Welcome to your no-nonsense guide of killing every arc and arc raiders. In this video, we're going to go over the best weapons, the best tactics, and the best ways to kill all arc. Let's go over the basics of killing arc. So the first things first, you're going to need to know what weapons are best for killing arcs. You can pop them up kind of on the screen right here. You'll see that I have the anvil and the patina, the pharaoh, and the hole cracker as the four best guns. Anvil being my personal favorite, as it is, I would say probably not as good as the patina, but it's much cheaper to craft. And it's much better than the pharaoh, as it can shoot multiple shots, where the pharaoh just has the one shot and you have to reload. The hole cracker is up here, but it's really good just against big arc and shredders, which we'll get into later. Against flying arc, it's kind of hard to hit them, and it's really just too expensive to really be using against. After that, all weapons are kind of okay. Your medium and lights are going to be okay, but they're not going to have as much armor penetration as the heavy. The one exception to that is probably the Osprey, as you can hit them from such a long target away. But really, if you are going to be arc hunting, I would recommend going with the Anvil or the Hole Cracker, depending on which one you are going to be going for. Now that you know the best weapons, let's go over the types of arc. So I kind of broke them down into 4 categories. You have your small arc, which aren't going to take many bullets to kill. This is going to include your ticks, your pops, your fire burners. Medium tier, where you have it's going to take a little bit more precision, a little more bullets to kill. It's going to be your Wasps Hornets specialty. So these are going to be your sniper turrets and your surveyor bolts. Then you have your big arc, which are your bombardiers, your rocketeers, your leapers, and your bastions. So each one are going to acquire different types of strategy going into them. Each of them have their own unique weaknesses, which we're going to go ahead and show you all of them, so you can be prepared when you're on top side to be killing all the arc and not dying. Each of them have their own weak spots, as well as unique tactics that can take them down pretty easily, as well as equipment. Like you have your wolf packs and your secret grenades and your dead mines, which are going to be your 3 most used equipment to kill them. So let's hop into some gameplay showing how to handle each arc on the top side. The first arc being ticks, which are by far probably the easiest ones to kill. They just take one shot with basically every single weapon. One thing you can do is dodge roll to avoid them, as well as when they are on you, you can dodge roll as well. But really, any gun will do. You can also even smack them just with your pickaxe, and that will get the job done. These are by far the easiest arc. Next, we're going to move on to pops. So pops are the little balls with Saturns on them. They're kind of like Cosmic balls. As you can see right here, they also take basically 1 or 2 shots of each gun. But one unique thing a lot of people don't know about them is you can actually just run right by them and they will explode, and you don't really have to even fight them if you don't want to. This can come in handy when they kind of tag team you and gang up on you, because that's the only time they're really ever, dangerous. Next, we go into the Wasp. One thing to easily take out Wasp is going to be just using secret grenades, as well as hitting their propellers. We'll take about 1 or 2 shots. They're pretty easy to kill, not too much to do with them. After that, you have Seekers right here. Seekers can also, or Snitches can also be taken out with a secret grenade. And if they don't have a secret grenade, it just takes a couple bullets. After that, we have my least favorite in the entire game, the Hornets. So the Hornets shoot little electrical things at you, but if you shoot their back propellers right there, you can see they kind of follow around on the ground. If you don't shoot their back propellers, it can take a decent amount of damage, as their front propellers actually have that arc armor that is going to be kind of hard to penetrate. Once you do that, you can just shoot their front propellers though. It'll be the same as the Wasp. Once the front propellers are all, you'll see the unarmored ones, and you can shoot those to go ahead and take them out. 2 will usually get the job done. When they do shoot, because they have that, kind of slower fire, you can dodge roll out of the way. But just make sure you kind of dodge to the sides, as dodging to the front or back, they can usually get you. You see right there, dodge to the side, can't really get me. And then just kind of a couple body shots will take them down. You see right here, they also take a little bit more secret grenades than the Wasps do, as they take 2, where the Wasps and the Snitches really just take 1. So I would not really recommend using them. Next, we have the automatic turrets. These are going to be fast firing turrets. These will only take a couple shots from any heavy ammo gun, as well as a mag or 2 of the light or medium. The easiest way to kind of see where they are is they'll have a surveyor light going around, which will be blue when they don't intersect you, yellow when they do, and red when they are starting to fire at you. Next is going to be our specialty, which can be a surveyor bolt. So these are going to be not hard to kill whatsoever, as they don't really attack you, but they're going to be hard to find. If you can see right there, I saw a blue light going up in the sky. That's the surveyor's basically beacon. So if you ever see those, run towards it. And once you do, you can see it in the sky right there, right about there. Run in that general direction. Make sure you have some adrenaline shots. And once you find them, they are really easy to take out. They do have a outer exterior of that arc armor. One shot of a anvil or a pharaoh will go ahead and take it out. But as you can see, they do take a couple more shots. And the problem with them is they will start to run away once you start shooting them. After you do go ahead and kill them, you do want to make sure you kind of remember where you shot them, as their armor panels are actually stuff you can loot as well. So you see right here, shot them a couple times. Really have to search for them. Sometimes secret grenades can be very useful on these, as you kind of throw them up the air and you'll kind of see where they went. They do make a little beeping sound, so just kind of listen for that, and you should be able to track them down pretty easily. Once you see them right here, you can throw some secret grenades at them, and it will do some decent amount of damage. At least give them weak enough to where you can kind of shoot them up once, so they can stop running away from you. If you are close to them, they will do a spin attack and kind of run at you, but if they do, just dodge out of the way and you'll be fine. Next are fireburners. Fireburners are really easy to take out. Any heavy ammo will do one shot. Just be careful of their fire that rolls down, as it will injure you after you kill them. So make sure the fire goes away before you do. Next is everyone's probably least favorite. It's going to be shredders. So shredders are pretty difficult to take out, as they can do a lot of damage very quickly. Their weak spot is going to be their thrusters. So make sure you're aiming for those. Also, when you are fighting shredders, make sure you have some cover to duck under. As you can see, if you get in the open like that, they can take you from a full medium and full health to basically about half health and no shield. But if you just duck behind cover like this, all their bullets will miss. They do choreograph their attacks pretty well, as you'll be able to hear them. They make them sounds. You see they go red like that, and then they're going to shoot. So really make sure right before they shoot that you duck in a cover, and make sure you're fully behind it. As you see right there, my head was peeking out a little bit, so I got real close to being dead. But after a couple shots, once they start firing and you got those thrusters down, it'll be pretty easy to take down. Honestly, the best possible cover to take them down is going to be these little kind of poles. As you can see right here, they'll kind of run at you. You just stand right behind them, let them shoot, go back, shoot their thrusters some more. And a lot of times they will go ahead after they miss a couple shots and try to run towards you. So you just simply redirection yourself back and behind some cover, shoot them a couple more times, and there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, if you're still struggling with the shredders, honestly, the best way to take is just bring a hole cracker in, and it's 2 shots to the bottom, and they are basically dead. They can take a couple extra shots if you don't hit those thrusters. As you can see right here, I hit him once, hit him twice, still haven't hit his thrusters, hit him 3 times. He does a lot of damage, but eventually after 4 shots, he'll go down. If you don't have a hole cracker, you can buy one every single day for about 30,000 at the store. Next, you have the sniper turrets. The sniper turrets are basically like the automatic turrets, except they shoot much slower and take more bullets. But the sniper shots will really do some heavy damage to you. The only thing that's kind of annoying with these, as you can see, we kill it. The part that went flying above me is actually the lootable part. So when you are killing them, if you're trying to get them, just try to keep track of where that went. Next, we have the Rocketeer. So the Rocketeer is something that will probably end a lot of your games up top side, but if you know how to kill them, they're pretty easy. Like all flying arc, they do have weak spots, being their thrusters, as well as if you do take the armor out on the front where the red eye is, it can unleash more of a soft core. The best way to take them out though is if you can kind of bring them over to you and be under some stairs. For some reason, if you're on stairs right here, you can see it just kind of flies around and doesn't really attack you. So you can really do this with any gun if you have the anvil or the pharaoh. If you're going for more of a kind of budget, you can just bring the pharaoh, as it literally will not attack you. Just aim for those thrusters, break off the harder exterior armor, and then just take down 2 of them, and eventually they will go down. There are other ways to take them out, like a wolf pack or a secret grenade, but this is the most safe and easiest way to take them out. If you are in the open and they're kind of targeting you, the best thing to do is really just run inside and get some cover, as out in the open, these things can easily take you out with 1 or 2 shots before you even know it, and they are very hard to outrun, as well as it's really hard to out dodge all their stuff. But once you shoot their thrusters a good amount of times, they'll eventually start to catch on fire and fall to the ground, and after that, just a couple more shots and you can take them out. And then there you go. Now you know how to take out a Rocketeer without ever being in danger. Next, we're going to go over Bastions. So Bastions' weak spots are going to be their little yellow ankles right there. I guess joints would be a better thing to say. But once you take out one of those, they do fall down to the ground, and they also have a weak spot on their back, which is going to be the little yellow thing. See, it kind of run out here and spray it in the back. We have other people shooting. Probably wasn't the best thing to do because he wasn't down. I thought he was, but as you can see, these things will absolutely melt you if you are not in cover. So make sure you have some cover on them, or that they are down once you destroy one of the ankles. Like this right here, they won't attack. You can come behind them and spray them down. You can use Torrente, you could use Anvil, you could use basically any gun, and eventually they'll start to be on fire like that, and you can take them out pretty easily. Another easy way to take out the Bastion is same thing, kind of try to shoot out its joint, as it will make it unable to shoot at you. And then basically you want to hop on top and put a deadline on its center. If you don't have a deadline, you can buy one a day from the traders, as well as I do a video on the channel that kind of shows how to get blueprints, so you can try to farm its blueprint. But basically you want to try to be in some cover with the Bastion, let it do its fire attack. Once it's finished with that, you basically just want to shoot at its ankles, the joints, and once you get it down, you can just run over on top, equip your deadline, basically vault right on top of it, and you can see there's a middle kind of softer area. Go ahead and plant that on there. Once you do that though, run for some cover. As you can see right here, I'm an idiot and kind of wide open. It does end up targeting me and killing me, but once the deadline goes off, it will die instantly. Another way you can take down the Bastion is with wolf packs and secret grenades, but as you can see right here, they're not the most, I would say, effective. As you see, we take the 2 wolf packs right here, third one right here, still haven't even taken him down, and that's just because they have so much armor, and without the armor being penetrated, one of your wolf packs is really just damaging them. If you can throw it from above, it will hit the softer armor at the top. But you can throw a couple of those, throw a couple secret grenades, and then just shoot it a couple times with any heavy weapon. Or if you do have the hole cracker would work well against these as well. But after that, you just come up there, kind of shoot them a couple times once they are on fire. Still trying to aim for their joints, as it will do the most damage if you shoot them there. But really, once they're on fire, you can take them out pretty easily. Next is going to be a leaper. So leapers are very easy to kill if you are near cover. If you are on the outside in the open, really try to find some cover, as these things can leap a large amount of distance, more than you think they'll be able to. But their weak spots are going to be their legs as well as their eye. They are fully covered with armor, so you need to break the armor before you can really do any damage to them. But if you're in a building like this, you really just need to shoot the eye a little bit, break it down. As you can see, it will fall down and will leave a white part. So that white part right there is going to be their soft spot that you can actually start doing some big damage to. You also want to target their legs right here. As you can see, we broke off the armor right there, and it leaves that white part of his leg. You can actually shoot those legs off, and once you do that, it greatly diminishes its ability to move and jump, as well as just leaves another place where you can shoot it to do some damage right here. So you really want to try to get those legs and the eyes, and really if you just stay in cover, you will be good. He does have a close range attack where he'll have like a kind of a yellow globe go around him, and he will do damage and push you back. But if you kind of just stay away, stay in cover, they can't really get to you as they are such a large arc, and they're pretty easy to take out if you could do it on cover. Olive Grove on Blue Gate is probably my favorite place to take them out, as there's a lot of buildings and stuff like that. And eventually, sometimes they will do this where you are not able to get you, so they'll kind of run away and then try to jump at you. But again, just stay where you are, shoot at them, re-aggro them, and just with a couple more bullets, they should be down once they are on fire. And see, just a couple more shots, especially to the arm and the eye, and they are go down. You can also take them out with wolf packs and seer grenades, but because they have such exterior armor kind of everywhere. It does take a good amount of explosives, and these things aren't cheap, and they're kind of used better for, I would say, rocketeers and bastions or bombardiers, as leapers are one of the easiest big arcs to kill. You see right here, it took about 2 wolf packs and a couple secret grenades and in the wide open. If you are in the wide open and you have these, it isn't the worst thing to use. Now for the last big arc, we have the Bombardier, which personally is my least favorite arc in the game, as I feel like the range attack they can target from. If you don't know how they work, basically they have little spotter drones, kind of like the snitches. You can tell the difference between them and the snitches, as the snitches are a little bit bigger, as well as have a longer light, where these will be kind of flying around and don't have a blue light trying to surveyor the area. Instead, they will specifically target you, and they will tag you for the Bombardier to basically throw mortars at you across the entire map. So my best bet to kill one right here is to go on to Buried City, hop over to near the parking garage, hop in this building over to it, and go onto floor 5 right here, and basically you want to bring yourself a hole cracker, as the hole cracker is going to take it out really quick. If you don't have the ability to get a hole cracker, you can use the anvil and shoot it. It does have weak joints, just like the Bastion does, but as you see right here, these spotters right here will try to tag you, but really all you need to do, shoot once with the hole cracker, let him shoot, you come back, shoot him again, and kind of rinse and repeat until he is dead. The cool part about this area is there is a little ramp right connecting the 2 buildings, so you could easily hop across both of them to go ahead and easily kill him. If you don't have the hole cracker, again, you could buy one a day from the traders. It will cost you about 30,000 space dollars, but if you don't have that and don't feel like buying one, if you do, go ahead and do your quest long enough, eventually you will get the blueprint to be able to craft the hole cracker. You can also buy the ammo for it if you don't have the blueprint for it from the gunsmith, as the rocket ammo is a decently hard blueprint to find. But as you see right here, we're going to shoot a couple more times with the hole cracker and it will go down, and then we can just easily go and run over and loot it up and get the cores that we need. You can see he goes down right here. You are able to kill the Bombardier kind of like the Bastion, where you shoot out the joint and then hop on and place a dead mine, but I really do kind of just recommend either bringing a hole cracker, or you can throw some wolf packs and secret grenades at it and it will take it down. But that is how you go ahead and kill every arc. Leave a comment down below if you are having any trouble killing any of them and need any more tips. But I hope you guys enjoyed the no nonsense guide to killing all the arc in Arc Raider.